Let's get to it. It's my favorite part of the week. We're breaking down the hottest celebrity stories with the down low. This week, we're covering Joey Chestnut getting banned from Nathan's hot dog eating contest, Glenn Powell and his cannibal lotion story, and first Post Malone goes country, now MGK. This is crazy. Let's get to the down low. Crazy news earlier this week. Joey Chestnut, the 16-time competitive winner, I think, for the Nathan's hot dog eating competition, got banned from Nathan's 2024 hot dog eating competition on the 4th of July because he decided to sign with a Beyond Meat vegan hot dog company. I know. And now he cannot perform. I know that the MLE, which is the Major League of Eating, it's like the MLB. I swear to God, MLE is a real thing. They said they were super disappointed, but I guess they have to be this Beyond Meat hot dog that Joey Chestnut signed with. They have to be paying him so much money.
For sure. That's his whole career now.
That's all he's known for. I mean, obviously he's a competitive eater, but I've never heard... I guess he could start a new market on these vegan competitive eaters. I don't think I've ever heard of a vegan competitive eater.
Is it a vegan hot dog though?
It is. It's like a Beyond Meat hot dog. So they know what's in it. Okay. Unlike the Nathan's hot dog where we have no idea what's in it. And I know that Joey Chestnut has won like many, many times. The one time he did lose, I heard it was because he was going through like a divorce.
Poor
so
Joey.
He probably couldn't picture his ex guzzling down hot dogs while he was doing that. Like he saw it and then he was like, oh my God, that's what she does too. Like it was just really probably traumatic for him. But I guess now he's doing the whole Beyond hot dog meat thing. And he's doing another competition in Labor Day in September 4th. That's my birthday weekend. Labor Day weekend. He's going to be doing the competitive eating with the vegan twist on Netflix. He's making bank.
Millions.
If someone was like, hey, you can't have a real hot dog for the rest of your life, like sign up with us, we'll give you like these different kinds of Beyond Meat hot dogs, I would be like, yeah, sure.
You should have a Beyond Meat birthday party, watch the special on Netflix, and then everyone eats Beyond hot dogs while you watch.
We eat along with Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
I always say every time I see like have a small meal and I'm like, wow, I could have done the eating competition with that. I'm like, I could do it. I could win an eating competition. There's no shot. I love food, but I could never guzzle down hot dogs like Joey Chestnut does.
I would just puke.
Yeah. I would feel so sick after. I don't know how he does it. And if you Google Joey Chestnut, or if you go to Google and it's like, cause it's been like the top story all week, the pictures of him eating these hot dogs are disgusting. He looks like he's about to vomit.
It's probably it's like a sport at this point. He's probably trains. On
he does. He trains all year round.
Yeah.
All year round trying to guzzle down those hot dogs. But yeah, Joey Chestnut, done. No longer competing in the Nathan's hot dog eating competition on the 4th of July, which is really an American travesty at the end of the day. He's not going to be in Coney Island. We're celebrating America and Joey Chestnut's not there. Who's going to win? Who's going to win now? It's not going to be an American.
Easy.
I think the second runner-up was always like European or someone not from America.
Wow.
So like
he's letting the country down.
He is letting the country down during an Olympic year, no less. That's ridiculous.
He's just no showing.
He's
for
no
the country.
showing. He's no showing for the country. It's kind of like how Caitlin Clark was snubbed from the U.S. women's basketball team. They didn't ask her to be on the team. Her and Joey Chestnut could be together, and competitive eat and competitive 3-point shoot, and they could represent America somewhere else. Can they? I don't know.
Probably not.
Anyways, we're going to just be keeping a close eye on Joey Chestnut and making sure that he's okay with his Beyond Meat vegan hot dogs. That does not sound appetizing. No. But speaking of Beyond Meat, so it's fake meat. This is kind of real meat. Glenn Powell, he is like the hottest actor right now. Mm-hmm. He's in that new movie on Netflix, Hitman. He was in Maverick, the Top Gun second movie.
Yeah.
He played like the villain guy, I think. I can't remember his name. Was he Jester? Dice? Something like that. I feel like that was his name.
Yeah, you're right.
But he was in the Top Gun Maverick movie. He's like the hottest guy right now. That movie with Sydney Sweeney, he's in that too.
Yeah, the rom-com.
And he's doing some kind of press the last couple weeks. I don't know what the latest movie is. It for Hitman? I think it's for Hitman. I think it's for Hitman because it's on Netflix. So he's doing this big press tour, and he was with Jake Shane, I believe his name is. If you're on TikTok, you know him as the Octopussy guy. That's his name on TikTok. Tentacles up or something like that. I don't know. Pussy PSA. Pussy PSA. That's his whole thing. And he recreates all these historical moments. He's hilarious. He's so great. And him and Glenn have been having this relationship where they go out and they work out together and they do Pilates. So Jake had him on the show and Glenn's like, you want to hear a crazy story? When anyone starts a conversation with you want to hear a crazy story, I'm saying yes, and I'm in, and I'm believing it full-heartedly 100%.
Every time.
So Glenn's telling Jake the story about a girl he knew who went on a date, and the guy was like, hey, do you want to come back to my place? And she was like, sure, like we can hang out, whatever, take us to the next level, whatever they want to do. They get back to the house, the guy's like, let me give you a massage. She said the dude was fine like until that point. And the guy gets like this lotion out and he massages the girl, whatever. Nothing happens.
Is this the first date?
This is the first date. According to Glenn Powell's story.
Okay.
So they go, this guy, and this is not Glenn. This is just some girl he knew that went out on a date. And the guy massages her with this lotion, and afterwards she felt weird. He was like, she felt really creepy and she was just getting weird vibes from the guy, but then her skin started to like tingle. And it was really strange. So she was like, you know what? I'm going to leave. And the guy was like, no, stay. I'm sorry. I was being weird with the massage.
Red flag.
That's a huge red flag right there. And she's like, no, I'm going to leave. Like, I don't feel great. And I guess she ended up getting tested or getting the lotion tested or something because she ended up being sick somehow. And Glenn said in the story that the lotion was like this cannibal lotion to make your skin edible. I don't know. It was fucking wild. It was a sick story. It was insane. And obviously the video went viral because he's telling the story about how one of his friends was almost eaten on a date.
Yeah.
Like on the first date, this guy was like, Beyond Meat Burgers, like I'm going to eat this girl's arm or something. I don't know what he was going to do. So this story goes viral. And I guess in the end, it was like a fake story.
Like his friend pranked him?
Like, no, like he didn't realize that this whole cannibal lotion or whatever it wasn't real. It was like some kind of fake stuff that the internet made up. It was like fake news. So it went viral and everyone's like, that's not.
So now he's an unreliable source.
Unreliable source. His friend set him up. She probably was just on like a really bad date and like wanted to have a good story for Glenn Powell.
It doesn't make sense though. Cannibal lotion. If you're a cannibal, you're just going to eat the person.
Exactly.
You don't need to prep them.
I feel like there was like a special, hold on, I'm going to Google it real quick. I'm going to Google cannibal lotion. Just kidding. I'm not. Because then that would be a super big red flag.
Go into your algorithm.
They'd be like, ma'am, we need to know what you're doing here. Oh, let me see. Glenn Powell, cannibal. Cannibal date. It's the first thing that pops up.
Poor Glenn.
He said that the latest headline from People is Glenn Powell learns that his viral date with a cannibal story was fake, questioning my whole life now. Poor guy. It's not true.
Luckily, he's been in the press for like the last 8 months. So something else will pop up that'll take over.
It's an old urban legend about a girl on a date with a cannibal. This whole thing.
Wow.
Damn. He got played so bad. Yeah. Thank God he's pretty. He'll make a full recovery from this. Actually, people will probably feel bad for him now. They'll be like,
totally.
Your friends took advantage of you and you looked like a fucking idiot on the internet. And now I probably look like an idiot retelling his cannibal date story. No. Now that I think about it.
No.
But Glenn Powell, yeah, you could be my cannibal date. That's disgusting.
Do you want Glenn Powell to be your dog dad?
Oh my God. Yes. Alan needs a dog dad. My dog needs a father figure because he's out of control and he does whatever he wants. He thinks he's the man of the house because he is, because there's no other men in my life. But Glenn Powell, if you want to be Alan's dog dad, you can follow Alan _the_pup on Instagram. Alan the pup. That's him. He's Alan's the best dog in the whole entire world. And I would get a tattoo of Alan if I could. I mean, I guess I could. Anywhere, right? I'm thinking of getting his name just right here on my arm. Just Alan.
But then someone who you do marry will be like, who's Alan?
Like, that's my fucking dog, dude. Relax. Red flag. Why are you so worried about it? But on the tattoo topic, the most tatted people in the whole entire world, Post Malone, obviously. I wonder how many tattoos he has. And Machine Gun Kelly, who blacked out all of his tattoos. It's just
body.
But it's just like ink now. He like colored in the lines.
I saw.
It's so strange. But they are I might get some backlash for this. They're two very talented musicians, I think. They're very creative people. Post Malone is doing this whole country music push right now that I'm fully on board with. He's got the song with Morgan Wallen, I Need Some Help, I think it's called.
Yes,
I've
been listening.
It's a bop. It's so good. I'm on board with this. I think he has another song coming out with Blake Shelton. Have not heard it yet. I haven't heard new music from Blake Shelton in a really long time, so I'm a little concerned. But Post Malone's been posting. He's been doing all this country stuff for a couple of years now. I know he teamed up with Brad Paisley. I think it was at Stagecoach a couple of years ago, and they jammed out. And then there was like the viral video of him just hanging out in the studio with Brad, playing guitar, smoking cigs, and drinking beers. And that's what country music is all about. But last week, 2 weeks ago, it was a CMA Fest down in Nashville. So all the country music was there. Thousands of people were there for the stadium, downtown Broadway in Nashville. And Machine Gun Kelly had a spot. He popped up on the schedule at the Spotify house.
He performed.
He was on stage. I haven't seen much. I've only seen one video, and it was on TikTok, obviously, because that's where I'm at all the time. And he did a cover of the Dixie Chicks. Excuse me. Ooh. Let me edit myself. The Chicks, because that's their name now. He did a cover of their song, Here's Some Trouble, and he crushed it. But yeah, MGK totally crushed the country covers. I don't know how he would do with original country music, but I will say I am open to it.
I wonder if that was his segue.
I think it might have been, because I think he was playing he might have been playing at Blake Shelton's bar as well. And Blake Shelton has a ton of bars, because I think he just opened up one in Vegas. So maybe
he retired from music to have his bars.
I don't know if he actually retired.
Maybe it's Gwen's fault. He left The Voice too.
He did leave The Voice. And I think Adam Levine's coming back. And so is Kelsey Ballerini is going to be back.
I haven't heard about Adam Levine in a long time.
Yeah. Not this next season. The following season, I think he's going to be back.
Okay.
But he got canceled because he was DMing, my God, your body's so hot.
While his wife was
pregnant. And then he named the baby after the girl he was messaging. I think that was part of the story. Don't quote me on that.
His kids are Dusty.
That sucks. No.
And
his kid's name's Dusty?
Dusty Rose is one of them.
Dusty Rose is one of them. You're right.
I can't remember the other one.
Adam Levine, what are you doing?
Wait, did he name the kid after the chick?
I think he said, like, I really love your name. Adam Levine.
Why did Bahati allow that?
What's her name?
His wife. Bahati.
And she's super pretty.
She's a
supermodel. He's lucky
from South Africa.
She Will Be Loved popped off. He would have never been famous. Just kidding. That's so mean. I take that back. What are his kids' names?
Dusty Rose, Geo Grace, and then they had a son most recently, which the name is not revealed.
Maybe that's why. Because I feel like he named it after the girl he was DMing.
He named the son after the girl?
But I think it was like a unisex name.
Oh, okay.
It might have been like a country. I'm not even going to say it because my information is probably wrong. But Adam Levine, yes, he's back on The Voice. Blake Shelton not coming back. Kelsey Ballerini, Snoop Dogg, and Michael Bublé. They're all going to be
what an interesting mashup.
And there was another. Oh, and Reba's back this season. I haven't watched like reality singing competitions in a really long time. I was a season 1 American Idol girly for life. Again, not to get back on the Virgo stuff, and that me and Beyonce share the same birthday, but September 4th, 2002 is when Kelly Clarkson won American Idol. It was also my 13th birthday.
You're a fan of her.
I am a huge Kelly Clarkson fan. Like, I'm a stan since day one.
She has a talk show now.
She does. And I applied to work on it. You know how Ellen had all the DJs, they were like her sidekicks? Twitch, R.I.P. He was.
Oh my gosh.
He was the last one before Ellen got like canceled.
Yeah.
And he was great.
And she was retiring.
She was retiring.
But Twitch,
Twitch, that story was heartbreaking.
I just watched actually a podcast last week of his wife, Allison Holker.
Yeah.
She was on Taylor Lautner's podcast.
Oh yes, the Taylors.
The Squeeze. Yeah, with his wife is Taylor.
Yeah, it's so funny.
She was on like last week. They posted it.
Wow.
And so I was curious of what she had to say. So
Yeah.
I watched it because I used to watch Dancing with the Stars, and she was a pro.
She was a pro. He was on it too, though, right?
He wasn't on Dancing with the Stars,
but he was a dancer.
Yeah.
He was like a big dancer.
They were both on So You Think You Can Dance. That's
Okay, that's it. Yeah, So You Think You Can Dance. But then he was a great talk show like co-host with Ellen. He did such a good job, and that's always what I wanted to be for the Kelly Clarkson show.
Wouldn't be good at it.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh my gosh.
I think
dream job manifesting now.
We're gonna manifest the dream job where I am the DJ on Kelly Clarkson's show. She doesn't even need a DJ because she does that karaoke thing where she sings other people's songs.
Really? I've never actually watched her show.
Okay.
I've seen clips.
Yeah, the clips, I mean, that's what it's all about now, all about the clips. But her show is great. She's a fantastic interviewee, host. Like, she does a great job. But at the beginning of every show, she does something called karaoke where she'll cover a song, any song. Some of them are her old ones that like were on her albums. Like she just did, I forgot what song she did, but it was so good. It was from, I think it might have been Sober from My December. She did one of her songs that she's never like really performed on TV before. I was like, this is amazing. But she started this years ago on tour when like Twitter was big. Before a concert, she'd be like, okay, I saw her in Albany. She's like, okay, Albany, what song do you want me to cover? And people would request songs and she would take it that day and then do it that night.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
I saw her in Albany. Oh man, I forgot what date it was. I think it was a wintertime show, but she did, what's that song by Coldplay? When you try your best and you don't succeed, get what you want. Oh my God, I can't think of the name of the song. And she released it on like iTunes like months later. It's so good. Oh my God. Fix You.
Fix You.
Kelly Clarkson, Fix You, karaoke, amazing. So good. And then I saw her at Bethel Woods and she did I'll Stand By You by the Pretenders. Dude, she can sing anything. She can sing the Yellow Pages. That's such an old saying, but she's such a good singer. She sings other people's songs and they're like, you just did it better than I did. That's just a primetime talent right there. Look at that. We got into karaoke too. I like that. And she says that I just got a new car, the Kona, which I could name Kelly. I have not named the car yet, but I have the Sirius XM in my car. Kelly Clarkson Connection is a radio station on there. So it's all like her favorite songs, and she's playing a bunch of her karaoke performances. I heard, not Gwen Stefani, Gloria Stefan, 1, 2, 3, 4. She did that this morning when I was driving into work. I was like, this is amazing.
What time was that?
That was at like 4:35 this morning.
Ugh.
Very
I don't
early.
ever want to see that time. Unless I'm on the way to the airport for a vacation.
That's a good point. That's the only time anyone should be awake at that point. For work and for vacation. Work and play. You can do both. And that's the down low.